Hey, welcome to another edition of Kyle Meredith with. It's the interview series presented by WFPK at WFPK.org, Consequence, and the Consequence Podcast Network. Thanks for making your way here, for checking out the series. You know what to do. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I put out 3 new interviews every single week, new one every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Great way to keep up with your favorite artists, discover those new ones. You can grab us anywhere you get your podcast from. Spotify, Apple Podcast, NPR, WFPK.org, Consequence, YouTube for the video versions, or anywhere you get your podcast from. You can subscribe to Kyle Meredith with, and please give some comments and leave reviews while you're at it. Those will always help out so much. I'm Kyle Meredith today, catching up with Sting. In fact, we recorded this backstage at Bourbon and Beyond in Louisville, Kentucky, 2024. This is, I think, maybe the third time Sting's been on the show, but this time, very interesting. He's on his 3.0 tour, playing with 2 other guys. Not those 2 other guys. A little bit of clowning maybe on Sting's part there. We're going to talk about playing with a 3-piece that isn't the Police. Once again, we're also going to talk about his latest single that he had just released around this time called I Wrote Your Name on My Hearts. And I want to hear about how his songs, he can do so many different versions of his songs. He can write a rock song and then suddenly it becomes a ballad or a reggae song or whatever. So we're going to hear about the fluidity of writing, his songwriting, and the news that he's on the new Dr. Dre album that may or may not exist as we recorded this. All that and more live from Bourbon and Beyond 2024. It's Kyle Meredith with Sting. It's Kyle Meredith. I'm here at Bourbon and Beyond, Louisville, Kentucky, and once again talking with the man himself, Sting. Welcome back to town.
Nice to be back to Bourbon and Beyond. I think I've been to Louisville in a while.
I don't think you've been here. We've noticed.
It's beautiful.
We've just been waiting, sitting around, just
you haven't.
Circling the block,
you
as they
haven't,
say. I think we were talking last time you were supposed to be here. Just a huge flood came in. So this
That's
time
right. There was a big storm.
You get just this mind-numbing heat that's been hanging around today. So congratulations. It's one of the other back in the South. It's good to have you here, though. Looking here, you're doing this 3-piece tour again, the 3.0 tour that you've been on for, I guess, most of this year.
Well,
at
we
this point.
started in America 2 nights ago in Detroit, and no one asked for their money back yet. So I'm kind of confident that it's going well. We've been touring in Europe, and again, I think people are surprised to see 3 people up there, because, I have many different configurations of bands over the years, but I haven't gone back to a 3-piece since the famous one. And for me, surprise is everything. I want to surprise myself. I want to surprise the people coming to see us or listen to us. Surprise is the essence of music.
I like that maybe there's a little bit of trolling that goes in there as well, like, a 3-piece? Yeah, it's a different one.
Yeah.
Just lean into that a little bit.
Yeah, why not? 3.0.
But, like, is there freedom in a trio? Because you're, without working with the big band like you would, like, you don't have as many options, right? Or I guess that's what it would seem like.
You have different options. I think what we love about it, the 3 of us love the clarity of the sound between the instruments, all the air between the instruments, which creates a lot of freedom. It's not all clogged up with a lot of sound, but it's loud and it's clear, and I think the audience responds to that. We have to work harder. There's no safety net. All of us, each of the trio has to work harder, but we enjoy it.
That's got to be fun, though.
It's fantastic.
Like, there could be a disaster. But I guess there could be a disaster anytime. Although you're quite the professional at this point, so maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, I can either own up to a disaster or I can, act my way out of it. But
so you're replacing Neil at this one, and Ohana, and maybe some other ones too. I had to ask, I was like, do you know Neil? Do you get to call him and to be like, hey, I'm doing your stuff?
No, I don't know him that well. I've met him a few times and have a great love and respect for his music. So, yeah.
Yeah. If you wanted to, just slip in Cinnamon Girl out there or something, just to be a good moment.
Castles Burning was my favorite of his. I used to sing that years ago.
Oh, there's plenty to choose from.
Yeah.
Yeah, with him. You do have a new single. I Wrote Your Name on My Heart. And, I mean, once again, you've got this great rock song. You're doing the Bo Diddley beat. Now, does it come from that? Because, and the only reason I bring it up, because obviously it is, but it's in the press release too. Like, it makes note of it. So when you're writing that song, it's like, because I don't know if you've ever used that riff before or that beat before.
Probably not. again, it's a surprise,
Yeah.
Surprise myself. I think it really telegraphs what the band is about. It's a very simple song. It's a love song. It's a romantic song, but it's noisy and very direct. So, yeah, I think that's what we are.
I quote our last interview to artists every now and then because I asked you once if songs like that were easy for you to write. And you said, yeah, basically. Not to say the song is simple, but it's just that you have figured out so many different styles. And when you're like, oh, I need to do the rock song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that still the case?
Well, this song is more complex than it sounds, actually.
Okay.
There are more chords in it than you would imagine. But it sounds simple.
Uh-huh.
And I think that is the trick, really. I want things to sound simple, even if they're not. But songwriting is never easy. It's always hard.
Yeah. How often do you think of your songs as fluid? Because again, the different iterations, the bands, and like Dylan's a good example, right? Like Dylan can write a song and know that there's going to be 10 different versions of that song. Like, how much do you think of your songs when you're doing that?
I try and recreate a song every night. I'm always looking for some incremental change that I can make, and my musicians are the same. We're looking for tiny little harmonic changes or a bass line or a harmony somewhere that makes it different from the night before. And in that ethos, it's the same as a jazz musician. We'll play a standard, but they're looking to do something different. That keeps the song alive. It keeps me committed. Songs aren't museum artifacts. They're living, breathing organisms, and you have to breathe life into them every night. That's my job.
Can you push them too far? Like,
of course you can.
Like, I guess there's a certain extent you don't want to change the melody too much where people can't sing along if it's one of the big hits or something. I don't know.
I'll change the melody a lot, but I mean it's based in the key center that I'm starting out, and I think the audience, are tuned to that kind of sophistication, if you like. They're not there to hear a record reproduced. I hope not. Anyway.
I don't like it.
No, me neither.
I know there are bands that do that, and sometimes I just don't get it. But there are people also I think there are some people that want that. It's just not me.
When you record a song, you hardly know it. It's kind of like
right.
a first date. After you've been playing it for a while, you get more adept at playing it, and you find new things.
Yeah.
So this is not a first date.
I noticed you've been going deep on the set list, which is I think all the big fans have noticed. I was looking around and looking at some of the requests, and one popped out to me because someone asking for History Will Teach Us Nothing, and I thought, oh, that's a really good moment right there. Like, how often do you look at your deep back catalog and go, oh, that's a song that definitely speaks to a new moment? Or how much thought even goes into it when you're choosing those, I guess?
I call Dominic the archivist because Dominic remembers songs that I've long forgotten. He remembers the chords and how they go. So he will reteach me my own songs. And soundchecks are interesting. I said, what do you got today? And he'll bring something up, and I sort of vaguely remember it and try and figure it out. But soundchecks are where we explore older songs. I don't think I've done History Will Teach Us Nothing.
I don't think you have either.
Because I don't actually believe it. History teaches us a lot. It's just a polemic statement I made to invite conversation.
Yeah, I understand. I think most people would understand.
Yeah.
I know I got to wrap it up. Dr. Dre?
Yes.
You on the new record?
I know him.
Yeah, because he said you're on the record. I don't know.
Well, if he says I'm on the record, that must be the truth.
Yeah, I think that's. I want to know. I want to know what this sounds like.
It sounds pretty good, actually.
All right.
If it's true.
If it's true.
Yeah.
You think it sounds really good if it's true. I'll take that. You can't blame me. You can just blame him. It is such a pleasure to get to talk to you. I love the new song.
Thank you,
I'm hoping
Kyle.
this is leading to a new album. I think it usually is. So, we'll right. See you soon.
Thank
Sir.
you.
Pleasure.
Bye-bye.
And thanks to my guest. Also, thanks to you for checking out the episode in the series. Before you get out of here, hit that subscribe button. Again, you get 3 brand new interviews every single week. New one every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at right here on YouTube, or of course anywhere in podcast land, including iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podchaser, NPR, or WFPK.org as well. A great way to keep up with your favorite artists and discover new ones as well. Then after that, actually head over to WFPK.org. That's where I do a show Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. It's an hour full of song premieres, music news, anniversary spins, bonus interviews, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern at WFPK.org. Consequence has your music and film news. You can also find me on the social media spots, Facebook, Instagram, mostly on Twitter. All three of them, the address is at Kyle Meredith. Do hope you like and follow along. That does it for another edition. I'm Kyle Meredith. I'll see you next time.